A couple things have happened recently that have impacted my thoughts on the Green Bay Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Number one, Peter King, who is a highly respected NFL reporter, wrote a column about Aaron. He described Aaron, the word he used was Zen, Z-E-N. And I don't know, the column he wrote made me really like Aaron. I think for a long time, I've looked at everything Aaron has done and been like, I don't like that. And it's very possible it's all been confirmation bias. Like, basically, people see whatever they want to see. If you want to see negative in Aaron Rodgers' story, you can. If you want to see positive, you can. And so I try to be as fair as I possibly can. And reading the column made me reflect on everything Aaron's done and reflect on who Aaron is. And honestly, this column made me really like Aaron Rodgers. He gave a quote that I'll read in a moment. It's phenomenal. I'll read it in a second. There's a bit of information I need to kind of catch people up on if you haven't somehow heard it already. Aaron recently put on his Instagram story a message basically lobbying for the Green Bay Packers to sign Clay Matthews, a veteran linebacker, a guy who used to play for the Green Bay Packers. And the Packers GM came out. He said, we have not had any conversations about doing that. And so the question was, why would Aaron do that publicly? Why would Aaron put out a message saying, hey, can we get my buddy, this guy I really like, Clay Matthews, can we bring him in? And why didn't Aaron approach the Green Bay Packers organization and the GM behind closed doors? In fact, a lot of people, I was moving, I was on a plane, I was unpacking, I was setting up an apartment, but I saw lots and lots and lots of articles and opinions of people really, really being critical of Aaron for, like, you say you want a better relationship, why aren't you doing this behind closed doors? And again, I've been pretty negative about Aaron Rodgers for a long, long time. I say what I believe, and I always try to be fair. And I want to just take a step back because I do have a question here. And in everything we've seen Aaron go through, the question is Aaron a disgruntled employee, or is Aaron actually just carefree? Because you can actually look at it both ways. And a lot of people, again, highly criticized Aaron for lobbying on his Instagram story for the Packers to go get Clay Matthews. And I do wonder, because I've been away from the media for a while, I haven't been making any content, I've been kind of just doing my thing, I've been thinking, and I wonder, what if people are interpreting the wrong emotion that Aaron Rodgers is giving off? He may not be upset. It may be just a situation where he's like, YOLO, you only live once. Let's see what happens. Maybe if I try this, I get to bring in my buddy Clay Matthews. And it is also true if Aaron, Peter King described him as Zen. If Aaron really is carefree, which the article Peter King wrote really does make it appear like he's just trying to live his best life, that's really, really freeing. And it actually might benefit Aaron Rodgers more than ever before. I want to read you that quote Aaron Rodgers gave in the Peter King article. He said this: perspective leads to a lot of the happiness in your life. If we're looking for things to be upset about or pissed off about, I'm sure we can find them in our own life. If we're looking for what we don't have, I'm sure we can find it. But if we can focus on the things we do have and the things we're grateful for, then every day can be a little more special than the last because you realize how great of an opportunity we have. I love that quote for so many reasons, way beyond football even. I look at my own life and I'm like, every day it's 80 degrees and warm here where I live now. And I've never had that in my entire life. Let me tell you, because of my perspective growing up in the Portland area, I really, really appreciate that. And also, that quote sounds like a guy who was just trying to make the best of the situation he's been dealt. He's got a situation in front of him. He doesn't really seem to like the GM. He's not really sure he'll be back next year. But he's like, man, I'm going to give everything I can to this season right now. I mean, he won the MVP last year. And so I guess my question is, week 10 is about the middle of the season. You're 10 games in. Week 10, will we see a carefree Aaron Rodgers, or will we see a upset, disgruntled, glaring Aaron Rodgers who's upset at people and blaming people and unhappy? And I honestly, I'm starting to think we might see Aaron carefree and relaxed and happy. He talked multiple times about how he took the offseason to deal with some mental health stuff and he got married, and maybe he just really is in the best place of his entire career where he's got himself together. It's like, look, I don't like this guy, but I can't control that I don't like the GM. All I can do is the very best I can do and lead people the best way I can. And make the best out of the situation. I really do. I know I've repeated it now, but I really think this could be incredibly beneficial for Aaron, actually. And I'm kind of changing my tune, I know, but that's because I've looked at this and gone, this makes a lot of sense, actually. By the way, I've used this comparison before and many, many times. I've said that any employee in their final 2 weeks of a job does not give their best effort. It's really hard in a job that when you've quit and your eyes are set on the very next opportunity, it's hard to give everything you have for the job you currently at hand. And a couple thoughts. First of all, that's not quite parallel to working as a quarterback because Aaron wants to win. Like Aaron still, when you work as a mailman or as a cameraman or most employees, if you're working for anybody else, in those final 2 weeks, you're thinking about yourself, and it's hard to put your employer, the company you work for, over your own best interest. However, not only is it in Aaron's best interest to do really, really well this year. So first of all, he's got a reason. Like, how does Aaron end his career in Green Bay? That matters. And for his legacy, he wants to end on a high note. And the more he only has a certain amount of years left in his career before it's over. He wants to make the most of every single year he has left. So he has incentive to go balls to the wall this year, carefree, let's let it loose. I got nothing to lose. Here's the other thought. The key thing, everyone says in the last 2 weeks of an employee's time with a company, they're kind of distracted, looking ahead. What if Aaron isn't actually looking ahead, though? Because the way his contract is structured, there's no way for him to know what's going to happen next. He might get traded. They might keep him. No one can know, especially not Aaron. And so it's very, very possible Aaron really, truly does just let it go and say, I have no idea where this is headed. I don't know what's going to happen next in my career. All I know is I can control today and do the very best I can with what I have in this very moment. And so I'm changing my tune. I think Aaron actually might have a phenomenal year. We'll see. Week 10, we might see a negative, bad Aaron Rodgers. We also might see a very positive, encouraging Aaron Rodgers who is having the time of his life playing football for the Green Bay Packers. But I want to say it's very possible this whole offseason, all this stuff that's been going on, and this new attitude Aaron appears to have, this carefree, relaxed, laid back, hey, I got nothing to lose attitude, that could really, really help the Green Bay Packers and, in fact, really, really help Aaron Rodgers this upcoming season in the NFL.